I'm flexible.
Today, my guest is Tony Napolitano, who is the CEO of Maine Community Solar. I just found that out. I I set this up and he did not tell me that, so that was kind of a surprise on my part. So welcome, Tony. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
I'm thrilled to get from the horse's mouth, man. Um, so Maine Community Solar and Community Solar in general, can you tell us what the heck that is?
Sure, I think so. So community solar in general is a program that was created by the Maine state legislature in 2019. And it basically expanded the state's net energy billing program so that pretty much anyone in the state that pays a utility bill can benefit from solar energy. That means they can save a little bit of money and they can help the state reach its renewable energy goals. So that's what community solar is. Maine Community Solar is kind of my idea when I learned about community solar and how powerful it could be and what a great opportunity it was for people of Maine. I decided to start a business to help people understand how the programs work, what the benefits are, how to sign up, stuff like that. So that's what Maine Community Solar is.
So you said Maine Community Solar started in 2019, is that right? Or
No,
Community
the
Solar?
Maine Community Solar program itself started in 2019. Maine Community Solar, actually, our official start date is January 1st, 2021.
Oh,
Yep.
nice.
Yep. So we're relatively new. But yeah, we're almost 3 years old
Yeah, that's not that new anymore.
now. I guess not, right?
My gosh. It seems like it was not that long ago, but then it's almost 3 years old.
I
Yeah,
know.
my goodness. And so Maine Community Solar, the Maine Community Solar program
Yep.
started in 2019. So that has not been around that long. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
But
And
that's the program that puts the solar farms out. And so community solar is the same thing, like throughout the states that do the big solar farms.
yeah, so the community solar legislation, what it did is it expanded the state's net energy billing program. It allowed companies to build farms, solar farms, like in on old landfills. Like there's one that launched recently on an old gravel pit in Berwick. A lot of farmers that aren't using part of their land will lease to a solar farm for up to 20 years. So they build these solar farms. And that's what powers the programs. So basically your businesses and residents in the state can subscribe to a farm for free and they get to benefit from the solar energy produced there.
Awesome. That's super cool, man. And so you were telling me before that it doesn't cost anything up front. So I assume that this is why we're doing this. Like we want to get people to sign up for this. So sign up for Maine Community Solar. It costs you nothing up front. It will give you a discount on your monthly bill.
Yep. And
Um,
so, and
yeah, tell us more.
yeah, and so our whole thing really is like community solar is huge in Maine. It has grown so fast over the last since we got started, almost nobody knew about it. And there's really been a groundswell of kind of awareness and knowledge. But our number one priority is to educate people. Okay, that's what we're here to do.
Okay.
Help people understand how the program works, what the benefits are, exactly what they're getting. Like people have questions. So we would like people to sign up, but what we find is that when we really help people understand the program, they just want to sign up on their own, and we're here to help them do that. So yeah, that's kind of our goal. But yeah, the benefits are really simple. Like Amy, you were telling me that you have solar panels on your roof, and I know a lot of people that do, and that's really awesome. It's amazing, but the reality is not everyone can afford to put panels on their roof or have the right orientation of their roof. A lot of people don't own their roof, right? Because they rent. So community solar, one of the coolest things is it removes all barriers to entry. Literally anyone that pays an electric utility bill can join a local solar farm and benefit from the same energy that like you're benefiting from at your home.
Hmm, that's incredible. Wow.
Yeah.
Super cool. And so now I feel like I don't know if it's a different situation or if I just understood it incorrectly, but are you able to like buy, were there situations where you could like buy into the thing and like buy different like more oh my gosh. I don't know if I can say this right, but
Oh, I
you know
think
what I
you're
mean?
like,
Like you can
I
buy into
do.
it more and
Yeah.
get a better discount or something like
Yes,
that.
for sure. So, like, one of the cool things about the way the solar industry is going and net energy billing in general is there are options for people, right? So, um, there's the option where I have some money or I just really want the panels on my roof. I can get panels on my roof, no problem. There's the option where a group of people can come together and they can buy an actual share of the solar farm. They can invest their money
Oh.
and they can get a share of the solar farm and they get some great benefits from that. They get a higher discount, they get the tax credits, right? So they get a tax incentive. They get to control the RECs or the renewable energy credits, right? So
Okay.
there's that option too. The option that's kind of the most democratic that's available to everyone or anyone that could want it is the free community solar subscription. With that, you save a little bit less. There's no tax incentive because you didn't pay any money, right? And you don't control the RECs, but you still save on your bill. You're still helping kind of local renewable energy jobs, and you're helping the state reach its renewable energy goals.
Yeah, literally no responsibility. You
Yeah,
just
exactly. Yeah.
you just
The
pay
way,
less.
yeah, you just pay less, right?
That's sweet. That sounds like a no-brainer to me. I mean,
Yeah,
really.
yeah.
And so what are the benefits other than a savings?
Yeah, I mean that the two main benefits are supporting local renewable energy and saving a little bit of money. You know, those are the really the benefits of whether I put them on my roof or I actually buy a share of a farm or I subscribe to a low, subscribe for free. It's the same benefits like you're benefiting from renewable energy. So your energy costs a little bit less and you're doing something about climate change, which, I think we so many people talk about the savings, because it's like right there in front of you. Wow, I can save money for free. But I really think at the end of the day, the main motivator for people is like I can make a difference. I can do something sustainable. It literally only takes me 10 minutes to sign up and
Mhm.
I can contribute in that way. Like I think that's the main driver for the majority of people that sign up. And then, oh, by the way, that 10% savings, that $23 a month for the average Mainer is just an ancillary benefit, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many like sustainability products that are super expensive. You know, if
Yeah.
you are buying reusable, I don't know, like on paper towels or something like that, they're really expensive. You know, the initial investment is really expensive. And so if you are thinking of doing all these sustainable things, there's a big investment. And so
Yeah.
this is like no investment except for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So it seems like a really easy a really easy thing. And so in that, like, for me, I'm thinking about the savings because it's so much easier than making that sort of choice to make the investment financially. I mean,
Yeah.
I want to do the good things, obviously,
Sure.
but making, should I try to make these instead, or should I buy them?
Yeah.
Hmm.
No, I think that's a great point. That there are a lot of like that idea of okay, I have to buy this product and I have to buy it every week or every month, or I have to I have to compost, right? Like we were just talking about composting. Like, yes, there are things that I can do and they're totally worth doing. And maybe I'm passionate about a bunch of them and I do them. But there's also something that I can do that is going to have this impact for 20 years that takes me about 10 minutes and that's off my plate. And by the way, I can see every month how much electricity my farm is producing. I can track that and quantify it if I choose to, but it's kind of done and off my plate and I know I've done my part and then I can go on and do all the other stuff that I want to do that's sustainability related.
That's awesome. Very cool. I love that. That just is like, it seems like a no brainer for
Yeah.
real. And so, all right, Tony, how, now we've gotten the nitty gritty out of the way. So how did you get into this?
Okay. Yeah, so well, I've been involved in green building and renewable energy for about 20 years. I used to publish green building magazines. So, and it's something that I've always been really passionate about, sustainability, the environment. And I love publishing green building magazines. And I learned a lot about people that wanted to incorporate solar or other elements of sustainability into their homes, right? But it was always that same old issue. Well, it's more money. Well, we got to pay an extra 40% up front. And how do we finance that? And like there are all these barriers to entry. Um, and so I've spent the last 10 years, 10 to 15 years helping companies market themselves, renewable energy companies and green building companies. And I learned about community solar. Actually, my partner was telling me about it one day. And I said, I'd never heard of it. And so he gave me a little bit of scoop. I did some research. And when I learned what community solar actually is, it's a way for people to participate in renewable energy without any of the barriers to entry. It like literally blew my mind. I was like, wow, every single person that wants to play can play. Like they could just do it. And so, but he's my business partner now. He's the one that introduced it to me. Yeah, I learned about it on my own, did a bunch of research, and I just said, I mean, I can't believe Maine has this program and nobody knows about it yet. This is insane. So we've made our mission to let everyone in the state of Maine know. And we're starting to make a dent in it, believe it or not. More and more people are finding out about it.
Yeah, we got to spread the word. That's really cool. And it's so cool that you guys are working together now. Like that it just worked out perfectly.
Yeah.
And I had a thought and I lost it. Crap. Um, but I had it for a second. Anyway, I'm gonna have to just move ahead. Dang it. All right. So, so close.
We hang up.
What's that?
I said you'll remember it as soon as we hang up.
Oh, for sure, for sure. But so I love that. Oh, okay. So I'm getting there. It's coming. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Okay. Everyone can play. Okay. Yes. Here it comes. I've had so many conversations with people, and I mean, like I was saying, there are so many like products that are really expensive, but that I was I just went to a meeting in Brunswick a couple weeks ago, the climate action workshop, and people were saying, they were saying, what can we do to save the climate and to, to take action? And people were like, we literally can't afford to do this. We can't afford solar panels. We can't afford, we can't afford all this stuff. We don't have that kind of money. We can't afford our houses, so we can't afford updates. And so that was, for me, that was a big takeaway. And they said, I think it was like 63% of the people in Brunswick are struggling to make payments.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
like, it's just, like, that is what I came away with from that meeting. And it was not, I don't think it was supposed to be that, but that's, it's been so heavy on my mind, but that's what I came away with. And then, just to think where you were saying, that everyone can play, like this is something that everyone can partake in if they want to. Yeah. And so this is an amazing thing, so that I can share this, and we can share this, and we can we'll spread the word, man. We'll let them know. Brunswick is going to be lit up.
Well, the other thing is with electricity costs going up as much as they have, it's a hardship on people. Certainly people on a fixed income, I mean, it's a hardship on everyone, but there's been a movement in community solar towards helping people that are on fixed incomes or low and moderate income families and folks that are really under the gun now with the cost of everything going through the roof. It's like, hey, $23 a month may not sound like a lot, right? Necessarily, but at the end of the year, like that money can go towards something, and the other thing is because it's a percentage savings, as costs go up, obviously your savings goes up too, right? So you're saving more dollars over time as your rates go up. we still hope that rates go down though, for sure. But I'm afraid this winter, they're going to go up again, which is a little scary for people.
Right. Sure. Um, but that's, just this conversation is just lighting that up for me. Like, it's
Cool.
just, I need to share that and just make sure that people know that. And so now, is there an issue with space? Like, are there enough farms
Yeah,
to do that?
yeah. Well, actually, this is a little disappointing, but there's been like a lot of pressure from the utility and some special interest groups that have really put the squeeze on Maine's community solar program. So we have this wonderful program here that is available to everyone essentially. But they've pushed the legislature to make some changes. And I agree with some of the changes, they're fine, but at the end of the day, it looks like they're going to restrict the growth of Maine's community solar program. So that would be after 2025. So, I hope that changes. But for right now, there's tons of potential for people to sign up. At some point, we're going to get to the point where we're sorry, there's no more room. We're not there yet. There's tons of room for people to sign up. Thousands and thousands of people can still join farms, and there are farms coming online all the time. So there's always get on
Okay.
a farm, it will fill up, you'll start getting your credits. So there's a pretty good runway there. But I am disappointed that the legislature did something really great for the people of Maine, and now they've kind of backtracked a little bit. But yeah, there's plenty of space right now for sure.
Okay. And then do the farms have to be close to the communities?
They have to be within the same utility service area.
Okay.
So because their electricity is being, let's just say I live in South Portland, so my farm has to be in the CMP service area because it's going to interconnect to the CMP grid. So
Okay.
it doesn't have to be any closer than that.
Don't do this. Oh gosh. Okay. That's interesting. So I'm definitely gonna hook you up with my Brunswick connections.
Cool.
And because I want to fix that. Like, that's, they're my peeps, and I don't want people to be sad.
No doubt.
Um, uh, and I want you guys to stay in business. And maybe if enough people in my town are pushing for it, then maybe we can turn the legislature around and they'll
Oh,
change their minds.
yeah. That's what we really need is for people that have started. And there are thousands of people around the state that are already in the program and getting credits to talk to the legislature and say, you know what, we actually really value this program and we want to continue so more Mainers can do it. And they have this. The president of CMP sent around a letter that talked about, well, the state's community solar program has added about $6 to everyone's bill, over the past year or past few years. But the reality is everyone that signs up for community solar can save about $23 on average. So it's really a real net positive for the people of Maine, and for the people that sign up. So anyway, we are encouraging people to talk to their legislators, and we have meetings up there as well, just letting people know that, listen, we think it's a good program.
Right.
It's available, like I said earlier, in like 23 states around the country. So it's not just this magical thing that they cooked up in Augusta. I mean, it's a
Right.
proven, it's a proven product, a proven program that helps people. So yeah.
Sure. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. That's so cool. I'll do my part. I'll do my part.
Cool. Awesome.
Was there more of a message that you want to share about solar that before we start to close up?
More of a message about solar. I mean, I don't know about solar. We talked a little bit about what there are little, there are several different options. And I just, I don't want to be the person that's pushing everyone towards community solar. I think whenever you have an opportunity to embrace renewable energy in a way that works for you, like solar panels on your roof are awesome if that's right for you, and buying into a farm is awesome if that's right for you. And if a free community solar subscription is the way that you want to make a difference and contribute and get the benefits of renewable energy, then that's amazing too. And we'll totally help you do that.
Yeah.
So I just think like whatever anyone does to contribute in their own personal way, I think is amazing. So there's no bias there.
Absolutely. 100% support that.
Cool.
Okay. So, Tony, I ask everyone that I speak with what the word sustainability means to them. So what does the word sustainability mean to you?
Yeah, sustainability. Well, it's a big word, obviously, and it means a lot of different things. It's used in a lot of different contexts, and I feel like that can be confusing in a lot of ways. So I really try to simplify it for myself and my own thinking, and I just feel like for something to sustain something means that it can be ongoing, right? So it's an ongoing way of life, or it's an ongoing way that we want our lifestyle to be. So for something to be sustainable means that we're contributing to that in a way that it exists into the future. So, if that means we have a method of energy production that's sustainable, that's something that we can have for hundreds of years and will support us in our way of life, in our families, and future generations, and all that.
That's amazing. Awesome. And then how can people find Maine Community Solar or
Oh, yeah.
follow Maine Community Solar? Because I know I am following Maine Community Solar.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, you can go to our website, mainecommunitysolar.org, and it's an educational website where you can learn all about what community solar is. There are videos on there, there are articles on there. There's just all the information that you need. There are links on there to like the Office of the Public Advocate website where they talk about community solar. There are links to, the Maine PUC where they talk about community solar. So it's really information-rich resource for people to learn. But you also have the ability on there to, if you want to sign up for a local farm, you can. If you want someone to call you, we have a team right here in Portland that will call you, answer all of your questions, and walk you through how to sign up if you want to do that.
Okay. And do you guys have a range, like a service range? Do you serve like the Portland area or where?
The entire state of Maine. The entire
Ooh.
state of Maine. Yeah. So there are, just so the listeners know, there are some very small private utilities in the state that, they're very small and tucked away, but they do not participate in the state's community solar program. But if you're a CMP customer or a Versant customer, you can participate. So,
Okay.
like I think Kennybunk Power and Light is just one example, but they have a small subscriber base. So if you fall in there, you may not be able to participate, but we can help anyone that's a CMP or a Versant customer.
And you have people that would go like way up north to.
Oh
That's
yeah,
awesome.
yeah. Yeah. The county has a really good program available, and that's called the Maine Public District. That's the utility up there, and yeah, folks up there can participate in community solar as well. So that's really awesome.
Sweet. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. This is so cool. I mean, I am so glad that we had this conversation. And I think that, and so if you guys follow Maine Community Solar on Instagrams too, you can chat with Monica, who's really fun.
Yes.
But and I just I've learned so much just from today. Like I've been following for a little bit, and but I just didn't expect to have this sort of, not brainstorm, but just this sort of light bulb with the town after that meeting that I just had. So I'm really excited about that, and I'm thrilled to pass that on and just share that information and say, just talk to Maine Community Solar, because
Yeah, we're more than happy to, some of the things that I do sometimes, like I'd be happy to do, a webinar. Like I've gone to the Lewiston Public Library. I've
yeah.
worked with Maine Green Homes. Like we're happy just to be there and be a resource. So if they want to set something up, we also, like we talked about earlier, have community events teams. So we could be available during a community event, or we could help put together a community event where we're just available to talk to people and help them understand what's going on, what their options are really.
Very cool. And so if folks have questions, they can, definitely call or send a message saying that they'd like to have someone call them.
Yeah, yeah. If they hit
Awesome.
our website, there's a phone number there that connects directly to our team here in Portland. They can send an email. The email address is there. And then there are a couple forms on there. So it really is a fairly simple process. Some people are comfortable enough; they can just enroll themselves. They go right to our website, enroll themselves. They get their 15% discount. I think some of the farms that we're enrolling for now are going to go live in just a couple months. So it's super simple, but anywhere along the way, questions, roadblocks, hiccups, they can call us and we'll help too.
Okay. And if somebody wants to donate land to have a farm on,
Yeah, well,
they
I
would
mean,
also contact you?
I wouldn't recommend they donate it because actually they get paid for it.
Or
So
that?
yeah, and we have farmers contact us all the time. Really, what we do is we pass them on to the people that we know that build the farms. So we're not building the farms. We're more kind of like the educational, informational, helping people sign up folks. But yes, there is an opportunity for folks that have farmland to get a land lease. I think it's typically a 20-year land lease. And a lot of folks that aren't using that farmland, or they want some really consistent income from part of their farm, will do that. They'll enter into a land lease with one of these community solar companies and make a little bit of income and contribute to the state's renewable energy goals. So it's a win-win, but they can totally hit us up and we'll do our best to pass them on to the right people.
That's amazing. Oh my gosh. Cool. Uh, wow. This is super, Tony. Thank you so much. Holy moly. Um, so grateful to get to talk to the CEO. My goodness. Um, and I love that you're just so knowledgeable and that you really love it. I can
Yeah.
tell.
Well,
It's
thanks.
not just like you're not like, well, it brings in money. That's cool. But you're like, I want everyone to know. I want everyone to have it, to appreciate it, to know what their options are. And I think that's so great. And I love that there's an option for people to partake in renewable energy that may not have a lot of finances, that they
Yeah.
can still feel a part of it, because I know that there are people that want to be part of the solution that feel left out because they don't have a lot of money,
That's
and
so true.
that's unfortunate.
Yeah, no, that is unfortunate. That's one of the really exciting things about this. And I think, like, if people do a little digging, they want to visit our website and figure out what we're about. Like, we're a principles based company. Like, it's really important to us that we're doing something good, right? We're not just out to make money. We really feel like we're making a positive impact, and we have these amazing team members that go out and talk to people every single day, and it's this chance to have a fulfilling career and feel like you're making a positive impact and pay your bills. And like when you can wrap all that up together in one, it's really powerful, I feel like. And if you have a chance to check us out a little bit more, and I'll actually send you a link to the video I was telling you about, or see our mural in our office that has our values on it. Like, we're doing it, I feel like, for the right reasons, which makes it so much more fun.
Yeah, absolutely. My goodness. All right. Well, I appreciate your time so much. I really do. This has been so valuable, and I just feel I just feel super grateful, and I'm so thrilled to be able to send this information to my town and to share it with the people of Maine and other people who also have solar farms available.
Yeah, well, I am super grateful as well for inviting me on, but also just for the work that you're doing. Like, it's a labor of love. I mean, you have some really cool podcasts. I went on your site and I checked it out. I mean, I don't know. I think it's really amazing what you're doing. So thank you
I
so
think
much for
so.
having me.
Thank
Yeah.
you. I appreciate
Yeah.
that. All
Course.
right. Well, I hope you have a great night.
Yeah, you too, Amy. Thanks so much.
Thank you.